Camping Songbird, and I'm here to do my first Filofax Friday for the year 2015. I was gone for about a year, but now I'm back and I'm happy to be back. So I'm going to be back with a bunch of new videos. I'm hoping to do Scrapbook Sundays, Make It Mondays for other crafts that are not scrapbook related, and Filofax Friday. So that's my goal. Let's see if I'm able to do it. And thank you for all of you who have stayed with me even though I was gone for a while. So here's my first Filofax Friday for 2015. I'm currently using the Patent Nude, the original, in personal size. I was able to get this lovely binder on eBay for a very cheap price. Oh, sorry about that, I got a little bit of my makeup on it. And well, as you can see, any little smudges just wiped off. I'm not really a fan of patent leather bags or patent leather shoes because I just feel like when you rub on them they make noise and that really irritates me, but that's not the case with the Patent Nude or the other patent originals. They feel fantastic and you don't get that squeaky sound, and you can just wipe any little smudges off. As you just saw, I have a bit of lipstick that got on it, but it's perfectly fine now. So let's just go right into it. I'm just going to show you a really quick brief overview of what I'm doing, and yeah, so let's do it. So the original is really one big piece of leather and stitched on the sides with two additional pieces to create the pockets. So there's a pocket here and there's a pocket on the back as well. On the front, unlike many of the other Filofax binders, there are only two credit card pockets or slots. I don't use them for credit cards. I do have some photos here, and on this pocket I have checks and my checkbook ledger, some stamps and address labels, and that's really it. I don't really carry too much anymore. Here we have one big piece of elastic that serves as pen loops. So here we have two pen loops. I've seen people put a bunch of pens in here as well and here, but I don't use either one of these. I just use the outside one. I don't know what I did with my pen, but I carry just one ballpoint pen and I put that here. Must have fallen out when I got it out of my bag. This pocket here is supposed to be for a phone, or at least that's what I think, but nowadays phones are getting bigger and bigger, so they really don't fit. Here's an iPhone 6. Oops. And yeah, so it doesn't fit. So I keep these flat so it doesn't interfere when I close. The original lays pretty much flat. If it doesn't lay flat enough, you can just bend a little bit and it'll just stay flat. So on my dashboard, I have, well, on every divider, I have pictures of fashion sketches or drawings that I just used, I got from Google Images. And the sections that I'm using are simply emergency. So my first section is emergency, where there's information on who you can reach in case there's an emergency. After that, I have a Bible verse: be completely humble and gentle, be patient, bearing with one another in love. And that's found in Philippians, I cannot see, 4:2. I'm gonna say it says Philippians because I am blind and I need my new glasses. I can't read anything. The next section is just a bunch of Filofax note pages. Some have lines, some have blanks. They came with I believe they came with this binder. I need to get some more. So that's just to jot down some notes, quick notes. My next section is where my diary or my calendar begins. So again, I have another little fashion sketch or drawing that I just printed out and stuck onto the cardstock, and then my months begin. So I'm not using Filofax. Here's a little glue. I had this page stuck to that page, and I'll explain why. I took it apart for this. I don't have Filofax pages because I ordered some Etsy pages, and there was a problem with the postage or the post office. They lost my package, and yeah, so the seller was so kind to send me another set. I'm still waiting for those. So in the meantime, I'm using the Kate Spade 2015 version that came in my red zipped Wellesley, and I really like this layout, so I'm going to show you what that looks like. So here I have two old Filofax pages. January begins, and unlike Filofax where you can get your month on 2 pages separately, and put that in a separate section. The Kate Spade doesn't do that. They have the month on 2 pages view. And then the month begins. So here's the month, and then here's the week, and then here's the month. So this is my month, and I made a little page marker that I just slit on the sides, and I can just pop back in. So this tells me that this is my month. My next page marker, and I have a bunch of dewdrop labels, extra ones on the side. My next one page marker shows the week. So here's my week, and you get the idea, right? So then here's February, and then let me show you a blank week. So this is what the Kate Spade looks like. It's got Monday through Thursday on one side, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on the other, with notes at the bottom. Filofax sometimes has the empty space at the top here on the left side before the Monday for you to write notes. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like there's more space here. I don't know, maybe it's just me. But anyway, this is what the Kate Spade layout looks like, and the paper is very, very thick. I love the paper. There's no bleeding through with ink. My next section is accounts. So on my accounts section, I just have, like, and I've said this before, Con Edison, Verizon, you know, my cable, things like that aren't really a big deal if I were to lose it. So, you know, nothing super important like, you know, social security numbers, and I don't carry any of that stuff, but just things that I might forget a password real quick for, you know, something random, some website, and I can just look in here and get that. So my next section are books that I want to read. So I have a list of books that I want to read or that I've purchased and are sitting on my shelf, and I've begun reading some. I've read quite a few already, and I want to fill this up, you know, with at least 100 books. So my goal this year is to read at least 2 books a month. I don't know if that's going to happen, but that's my goal. So my next section is my contacts. And again, these are Kate Spade inserts. So I don't know if I have an empty one. Yes, I do. So it goes from A through Z, or A through Z. And here's what the page looks like. And again, the paper is very, very thick. I love this paper. Alrighty. So then in the back, I have some extra Filofax note paper where I keep the names and addresses of people that I've traded with on YouTube or on Instagram. And then the next section is the little jot pad or notepad that comes with Filofax. I don't really use this. It's just there. I guess I can take it out, but it doesn't really matter. And then the other pocket that's here. And that's really it. I'm not adding a million embellishments anymore. I'm not decorating like crazy. I'm not carrying a bunch of stickers and a bunch of sticky notes, and that's wonderful if you use them and they look so beautiful, and I love that. But I found that I was carrying so much and I wasn't using any of it. I would just jot down notes on just one of the note papers and just stick it in and then look at it later, and I just felt like if I wasn't using it, there was no point in me even carrying it, right? So yeah, that's what I have now. I carry one pen and I carry my personal size Filofax, and I'm very happy. My next Filofax video will probably be look into my collection, what I have so far. My collection has changed a lot. My preferences have changed a lot. So that's basically it. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks so much for watching, and thanks so much for sticking by me. Happy organizing. Bye-bye.